Congratulations!
Hello Panthers, welcome to December. It's pretty foggy out there today. First up, we have some promotion from two of our amazing clubs here at Alder Creek.
We want to remind you that you can still join Saga, the club for sexuality and gender acceptance. You can either be part of the LGBTQ+ community or an ally, and we welcome you.
Our main goal is to support each other, get to know each other, and feel comfortable with who we really are, even if we haven't really realized it yet. If interested, please email Ms. Metcalf. We're really looking forward to adding more friends to our community.
Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're doing well. My name is Mr. Kwan and I teach Orchestra and Music 6 at Alder Creek.
And I'm Miss Eto, one of your assistant principals at Alder Creek.
Today we want to talk to you about the API club that we're starting here at ACMS. The club is an affinity space for students who identify as Asian or Pacific Islander, hence the abbreviation API. It is a safe place for us to feel a greater sense of identity and pride in being Asian or Pacific Islander, to connect with other students who identify as API, and to feel safe at ACMS being our true, authentic selves. Our first meeting is today, and I want to let you all know how to join us. So, you might have seen this poster already, but we are meeting on the first and third Wednesdays of each month at 12 p.m. Our first meeting is today, where we will get to know each other and talk about what we want our club to look like. We want to hear from you about how this group can support you at ACMS, but mostly, we want to meet you and welcome you to this great community. If you identify as Asian or Pacific Islander, we would love to have you join us today. To join, send me an email at quanm@nclac.k12.or.us telling me that you want to join, and I will invite you to our special Google Classroom. The link at the top of the page is how we will meet virtually tomorrow at 12. This club has been a long time coming, and I know that I personally would have benefited greatly from an affinity space like this when I was in middle school. Please contact me and get connected with this great group.
I'm really looking forward to working with Mr. Kwan and getting to know all of you in the API club. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Well, that's all we have to say for now. Take care, and we hope to see you in a few hours. Bye.
Up next is a message from our counseling department.
Hi, Alder Creek Middle School. We, in the counseling department, myself, Mr. Monson, and Miss Atkinson are going to be starting some groups in the first week of December that we wanted to tell you about so that you'll be ready to join if you want to do so. You will see some information about the groups coming up in your grade level announcements and also in the Panther Post. And if you're interested in them, you can email us and we'll get you connected. The first group that I'll be running is called ACMS Rocks, and it's going to be a rock painting group for all of us to come together each week, every Thursday at 1:30 to 2:30 during my office hours. And we'll just have fun painting rocks. Each student will have to find their own rocks and their own paint supplies. But if you do need some help with painting supplies, email me that and I can help with that as well. This is a time for us to just have fun, let go of some stress, be creative, hopefully visit. We'll have some guest painting people come and join us once in a while, and we'll also try to have some messages that we put together on our rocks that are caring and supportive of our communities. So it'll be nice for all of us and just a good time. So we're calling it ACMS Rocks, and this is the first one that I did. How about that, huh? So you can tell, no experience needed. The second group that I'll be running is basically comprehensive distance learning management, where I'll be available to work with kids in a group setting or individually if you'd prefer, on how to organize and deal with comprehensive distance learning so that it's not so overwhelming and so stressful. And I work with kids on getting organized, prioritizing, time management, planning for upcoming assignments to be turned in and any kind of tests or projects that you're working on to be done. on time, and also how to communicate with your parents or teachers. If you're having trouble or just needing some assistance, some ideas about how to do that, we'll work on that too. And then a lot of other areas where kids may be struggling and needing some help with online school. And again, look for announcements coming up and email me if you need to.
The activities that I will be leading are happening on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays will be a stress busting activity where we'll get together and do different things every week to reduce stress and anxiety, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very active. I know when we think about stress reduction strategies, a lot of it has to do with breathing and mindfulness and finding a quiet space to reduce those feelings of stress and anxiety. But we're going to have a lot of very active activities that we're going to do together. It's going to be a lot of fun. On Tuesdays, we're going to be doing an activity where we do some future planning and think and talk about what our hopes and dreams are for high school and beyond. And that's going to be a lot of fun too. Information about these groups are found in the grade level classrooms, so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade class announcements, Google Classrooms. So go in there, you can read descriptions about all of the groups and get specifics about meeting times. There's a form that you can fill out to let us know which group or activity you are interested in joining. You can also just send Brian or me an email. That's a great way to let us know that you'd like to be involved in any of these groups. It's going to be so much fun, and we're really looking forward to running these activities, and we hope that you consider joining us. Thanks.
To finish us off, we have 2 cooking shows, one by Nolan and one by Scarlett.
Welcome back to another Cooking with Nolan. Have you ever had that problem where your bananas are old and yucky? Well, I have a solution for you. We are going to be making a quick and easy banana bread recipe. All you need is 2 cups of flour, 4 to 5 very ripe bananas, a half cup sugar, 1 stick of butter, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons milk, a half teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a half to 1 cup of chocolate chips. But before we start cooking, we always want to wash our hands with hot water and soap for at least 20 seconds. Next, we'll be using the oven, so make sure to okay that with your parents before you start cooking. We will be preheating the oven to 350 degrees. Then you want to peel those ugly bananas and mash them into a bowl like so. I'm on my left. Next, you want to add all your dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. Your 1/4 teaspoon of salt, your teaspoon of baking powder, your teaspoon of baking soda, and your 2 cups of flour. And mix them all together well. In a separate mixing bowl, you want to add all of your wet ingredients. That means your 2 eggs, your half cup of sugar, our 1 stick of butter, our 2 tablespoons of milk, and our half teaspoon of vanilla, and those ugly old mashed up bananas. Next, we'll be mixing all of our wet ingredients with the hand mixer. I asked my mom if I could use it first, and she said okay, but if you don't have a hand mixer or your parents didn't say yes, then you can always mix it by hand. After we've mixed all of our wet ingredients, like so, we are now going to add all of our dry ingredients. We're going to mix well. After your wet and dry ingredients are mixed, like so, here's the fun part. Now we get to add our chocolate chips. and you are going to mix well. Next, you will need a loaf pan, and you will get some cooking spray and spray it on the bottom of the pan like so. Now here's our finished product. If you stick a toothpick in it and it comes out clean, then you're good to go. You then want to let it sit for 15 to 25 minutes, and then after, cut in, dig in, and enjoy. Thanks for watching.
Today we're going to make Snickers Rice Krispie treats. All you need is Rice Krispie cereal, marshmallows, peanuts, butter, chocolate chips, and caramels. First, you're going to melt 1/4 cup of butter and 1 bag of marshmallows over low heat. This is what it should look like when it's all melted. Then you're going to pour your 6 cups of Rice Krispies into your butter and marshmallow mixture. Mix until all of your cereal is coated with marshmallow. Now you're going to butter your pan so the sticky mixture does not stick. Next, you're going to butter your measuring cup and push the Rice Krispies around to make an even layer. Next, you're going to melt 11 ounces of caramel in your microwave. Once your caramel is melted, you're going to pour it over your Rice Krispie treats. Next, you're going to sprinkle about 1 cup of peanuts over top of your caramel. Next, you're going to melt 2.5 cups of chocolate chips in the microwave. Now you're going to pour your chocolate on top of the peanuts and smear with a spatula. Now you're going to let the chocolate set. Once the chocolate is cool, it's time to cut. Enjoy. Ow.